Hello and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Donna Richardson, and my guest this hour is Lora Bottinelli, Executive Director with the Ward Museum. Lora, it's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Donna.
The holidays. Usually you're thinking about being with your families, but the museum is a great place to visit.
Absolutely. The Ward Museum of Wildfowl Art is located on Shoemaker Pond in Salisbury, Maryland, and it's a wonderful facility to be able to bring your out-of-town guests, or if you live in the area, to be able to experience a beautiful Eastern Shore location during the holiday season. Our atrium lobby looks out over the pond. It's decorated for the holidays, and once you get into that space, you'll soon realize you can spend the entire day, explore our galleries, look in our gift shop for that last-minute holiday gift, and it's a nice place to be able to get away during a busy holiday season.
Now, tell me about some of your current exhibits that you have right now.
Okay. Right now in the museum's LeMay Gallery is a landmark exhibit of decoys from Massachusetts. Now, those of you who maybe know a little bit about collecting antique decoys know that Massachusetts is the home of some of the most highly valued antique decoys. And so what's been assembled from private collection is really one of the finest examples of the group of these birds that has been displayed. Collectors across the country are talking about this exhibit. There's a catalog featuring the works that are on display, and it's really just something to behold. It's the looking at this a piece of art in the gallery, you might say, wow, I didn't realize that there could be actually such a market for what is a pretty humble looking piece of wood, but it is a highly valuable American collectible.
That's very interesting. I mean, I wouldn't associate, I guess, Massachusetts with decoys.
Well, it's a waterfowling area, just like the Eastern Shore of Maryland. You know, Maryland is celebrated for its contributions to the waterfowling heritage, and makers like Lemon Steve Ward, for whom the Ward Museum is named. But Massachusetts has just as rich a marsh history, and there is a decoy maker up there named Elmer Kroll, and if anyone goes and gets on the internet and looks him up, they'll find out that he is had quite the following as far as an American decoy maker. And so you can see his work on display at the Ward Museum alongside the museum's permanent collection from showcasing the work of Lemon Steve Ward, and then also the decorative art that celebrates nature that's in the museum's other galleries. And
then you have an upcoming exhibit that's Catching the Shadows. That's going to be
that's
available.
An exhibit of photography that features portraits of Native Americans from Maryland's Eastern Shore. The photographer was attempting to capture the spirit and the character of so many of these people who live in the region, and have them. This exhibit's been touring around Maryland's Eastern Shore, and we're happy to have it starting on December 3rd.
Now, you and I were talking, and some of the wonderful amenities of the museum is you have nature trails.
We do, and the winter is a nice time to come through on the nature trails. Even if there's a little bit of snow on the ground, it does create quite the experience. We have numbers of migratory birds that are coming through in the fall. There's a fishing pier, an observation deck with a viewing scope. There's different platforms where you can get out and be able to see the wildlife in the area. Many native plants on the property, and the nature trail itself connects into the city of Salisbury's park, City Park, and then to the Salisbury Zoo. So you can actually spend a day walking the circuit between the City Park, the Salisbury Zoo, and the Ward Museum. At our front desk, you can check out a pair of binoculars and a field guide, or for younger visitors, we have a discovery backpack that has like a bug jar and a little bug net and a nature field guide and binoculars, so that the children can have this little discovery pack as they walk along the trail. And that's available free of charge. You just have to leave some sort of ID, so that way we know you'll bring the bag back.
Oh, perfect. Lori, thank you so much for coming and joining me.
Thank you.
My guest this hour has been Lora Bottinelli, Executive Director with the Ward Museum. And thank you for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Donna Richardson.